Jeff. You've really shown how great you are, not only as a partner to Emily, but how good you are as a fit to our family and how patient you are as a person. And I really think that, the two of you are absolutely great together. You're really supportive of each other's aspirations and goals. You're both really smart, independent, kind-hearted, and absolutely care about one another more than you could possibly imagine.
I was not a kid who felt like she was missing out by not having a sister. I guess I got my fix when 3-year-old Jeffrey let me put ponytails in his hair and play dress up with me. However, I'm quickly learning how wonderful it is to have a sister. Long before Jeffrey and Emily were engaged, Emily welcomed me into her life with extraordinary warmth. Over the years, she has become a true friend who I cannot wait to, once again, call my sister.
Emily, you've been my best friend for 9 years now. And you are the person I want to call whenever something good, bad, or completely ordinary happens in my life. You are loyal and deeply loving to the people in your life.
Alon and I have patiently been waiting for tomorrow. And as we've waited, we've seen time and time again how great of a friend you've been and how great of a husband you'll be.
Jeff, as Chris and I can both attest to, you're getting a loyal life partner who will be there to listen for all of the big moments and the small.
Behold, with this ring, you are consecrated to me.
According to the laws of Moses and Israel.
Jeff's default is yes. He's a big count me in, order me what you're having type of guy. And he makes absolutely any group better.
Emily and Jeff, you are truly the glue that holds our friend group together. We could not be happier that both of you are in our lives.
From the moment that you guys met together, we immediately all thought you were a fit. Whether it was, that moment, 2 years, 3 years, we all eventually got there. Never really doubted that you guys were perfect for each other, and you guys have shown it through all of your journeys around the world and how supportive you guys have been of one another.
I can think of no two people better suited for each other, and I am so honored to bear witness to it, particularly in my formative years. I have always looked to you two as an example of what real love should look like, and I couldn't be happier to toast your union. I love you both endlessly.
They've been together for quite a while. Emily is absolutely the perfect match for him.
I woke up feeling on top of the world, like nothing's ever gonna bring me down.
Emily is sweet, kind, loving, and very determined.
I just want to celebrate.
Jeffrey was very sweet and a little rascal, and we did a lot of playing and games. I used to pick him up from nursery school and take him to the IHOP where he sat at the front table counting yellow cars. That was a treat for him.
There's magic coursing throughout my veins.
This day means a lot. And the only thing that I miss of this date is my husband, who adored Jeffrey as well as I do.
Guys, let me offer a toast to, first and foremost, the Hall of Fame son, the Kurtz family. Very excited to have as part of our family. And to this group of gentlemen who, miraculously enough, they've all made it to this day.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I see it working out a very successful life, and I'm sure that they're going to have lovely kids that will give them a lot of pride and joy. Emily and Jeffrey, I wish you all the very best for you and your family to be.
Incredible.
We are
so excited to celebrate the wedding of Emily and Jeffrey. We're gonna begin by signing the ketubah, Emily and Jeff's marriage contract.
In the presence of family and friends, the beloveds Emily and Jeffrey entered into the covenant of marriage. As they embark on life's journey, they promise to love, cherish, encourage, and inspire one another. As life partners, they shall strive to build a home committed to their Jewish heritage, a home emanating love, peace, tolerance, and charity. All this is valid and binding.
Look into each other and remember each moment you shared and all of the moments that brought you here. You have been part of each other's lives for so long. You've grown up together, you've spent time with friends, family, and continue falling in love. This is one of the last moments you look at each other as completely separate entities. After this, every time you look at each other, it will be as a united, married couple. Mazel tov.
בשלום התרבלה, גם ברינה וצהלה, תוך אמונה, עם סגולה בואי קלה.
Emily and Jeff, it has been such a gift for me to get to know you both as adults, as individuals, and as a couple, and to witness what a beautiful partnership the two of you have. Jeff, you mentioned how Emily has encouraged you to be more sociable and outgoing, to do more, both as a couple and with friends. And Emily, you talked about how you like to have everything planned, and Jeff pushes you to live in the moment and take life as it comes. Most importantly, you value your relationships, family and friends above all else. You are incredibly loyal and dependable. Your loved ones know that you have and will continue to do everything and anything for them. You know how to work through conflict together, not an easy task. You trust in each other to do better the next time, and you feel that you leave these moments with a stronger relationship than before. It is obvious that the two of you function so well together, both balancing each other out and supporting one another. Jeff and Emily, we all revel in your presence because it is so abundantly clear that your partnership brings out the best in each of you as individuals. And as a pair, you really are a force of love and joy in this world. Welcome, Emily and Jeff. Take a deep breath, look at each other, and take in everyone around you. You're here. You now stand under your chuppah, your marriage canopy, which traditionally represents your home. The structure has no walls, showing how your home is open to all guests, friends, and family, something that is a core value of yours. How fitting it is that your chuppah is created from the talitot of your beloved grandparents, Emily's pop-up Chuck Kurtz and Jeff's Zadie Jacob Farber. And today your chuppah, your home is an open and public place for your wedding ceremony. As we prepare for the first part of the ceremony, Kiddushin, the blessings over the wine and the marriage, we are honoring the sacred commitment you are making to one another today. The blessing we are about to make represents both the sanctity of this union in our communal tradition, as well as the act of separation you are making to build your own family.
Emily, we have had quite the journey over the past 10 plus years and is only just beginning. Despite our periodically competing, strong-willed tendencies, you are the perfect person to complement all of my weaknesses. As I think towards our future, I vow to always be here to protect you and the family that we will create together. Emily, you are the most beautiful, smart, caring, and generous person I have ever known, and I promise to always respect and support you. As I stand here today, looking into your beautiful eyes and surrounded by most of our closest family and friends, I am so honored to have you as my wife. I'm excited for our next chapter and vow to always love you with all of my heart.
Jeff, I truly do not know who I'd be or what my life would be like if I hadn't met you on the tennis court 13 years ago. We've grown up together, building off one another's strengths, challenging each other to be the best partner, sibling, child, and friend we could be. For many years, I knew that you'd be the man I'd marry, and I'm beyond excited to be standing next to you today to make that a reality. I'm so thankful for our past 10 years together, and am even more excited for our lifetime of adventure to come. I vow to continue approaching life's ups and downs with the same positivity and grit we've had over the last 10 years. I vow to continue adventuring with you for the rest of our lives, whether around the world or right here in Philadelphia. I vow to give you the same amazing family environment we've been so fortunate to witness from our parents and siblings. Most importantly, I vow to love you each and every day with the same kindness, support, laughter, devotion, sass, and confidence you've given me. I love you so much, Jeff, and cannot wait to be your wife.
May the life you share together be as sweet as this wine you drink today. Blessed is the source of life, who created the fruit of the vine.
May your love for one another always be a source of inspiration and happiness. Blessed is the source of joy, who creates a wonderful, brilliant world.
May your journey together be blessed with generosity and forgiveness. May you enable each other to fulfill your dreams, and may you be committed to the paths of courage and hope. Blessed is the source of generosity, who created such good, remarkable people.
Wherever you travel and wherever life takes you, may the love of your family and friends always echo in your hearts, even across great distances and times. Blessed is the source of love, who supports the edifice of love.
With the strength of your relationship, may you help transform the world in big ways and small ways. May your love for each other be a source of warmth and inspiration for your community. Blessed is the source of healing, who brings well-being to the world through her children.
You always find a refuge tucked within your love, a place to hide out and a place to reflect. Blessed is the source of safety.
Blessed is the source of life, who creates wonder, pleasure, song, and delight. May the bride and groom be filled with gladness and rejoicing, love, harmony, and companionship, and may they be blessed with lots and lots of peace. Blessed is the source of life, who is the source of peace.
Even on a day like today that is filled with joy and love, it is important to reflect on the parts of our world that are still broken and in need of our attention. As a couple, there will be difficult times, but my 8th blessing for you today, yes, I am breaking the rules, is that through the challenges that you both experience as individuals and as a couple, you spend your lifetime lifting each other up, and that out of these difficult times, you continue to create stronger, more beautiful structures than what existed in the first place. Mazel tov!
We can't believe that the wedding day has finally arrived. 2 years of planning pre-COVID and then many COVID adjustments to make sure all of our incredible friends and family are as safe as possible. We are so excited to welcome you to share with us this very special occasion. Emily and Jeff are truly an amazing couple. Hebrew words and numbers are very important in the Jewish religion and have many different meanings. Today, the 18th, is the numerical value of the Hebrew word chai, a very special word as it means life. And 18 is the amount of time it takes to turn matzah into dough. And 18 is the number of times God is said in the Shema, and it is often the amount of increments of a gift, thus symbolically blessing the recipient of the gift with a good, long life.
Emily and Jeff officially started dating in the 9th grade, having met at a Bryn Mawr Tennis Academy where Emily excelled. It took Jeffrey a little while to woo Emily, but I think she finally came around and is thrilled with her decision. Emily and Jeff continued their dating through high school, the senior prom, and at college. They both applied for early decision at Penn and went to the Gladwin Acme parking lot to find out if they got in. They did. So many exciting stories of care, love, and laughter, and look forward to many more together. Our families have cherished the times that they've been able to spend together. As many of you know, my parents passed several years ago. My parents truly loved seeing Emily and Jeff and would be excited to have seen them married.
Emily and Jeff represent the best of us. They are kind, they are ambitious, they are adventurous and intrepid travelers. They smile and laugh easily. They look out for others and for each other. They care about the world around them and care for those close to them. They are supportive friends and supportive children and siblings. We could not be more thrilled to have Emily finally and officially as a member of the Horowitz family. We have gained a fabulous second daughter, and Rebecca finally has an amazing sister.
As most of you know, having wandered in the wilds of New York City and London over the past 5 years, Emily and Jeff have chosen to return to Philadelphia and to raise their family, no pressure whatsoever, here. As parents, we feel so blessed to have Rebecca, Jeffrey, and Emily all opting to build their lives in this community, meaning the Philadelphia community and our community in this room, for which we are most appreciative. We thank each and every one of you for being here with us tonight and for bringing richness and meaning and, on occasion, necessary humility to Emily and Jeff's lives.
Our daughter Emily is a wonderfully independent, intelligent, determined, warm, and caring person. She is always there for everyone, whether it's a person she just met or one of her longtime friends and her family. She does everything with such grace and charm, with a warm, wonderful smile on her face, something that we can all look up to.
Jeffrey Max, since the day you were born, you have made us proud and certainly brought us much laughter. You are charming, curious and determined, sweet and exuberant. In Emily, you have met your perfect match. We love watching the two of you navigate and negotiate. May this balance be with the two of you always.
Em, I could not be happier that you found your personal cutie pie in Jeff. Jeff is kind, smart, driven, and loyal, as well as supportive, logical, and level-headed. From the beginning, Jeff had a genuine interest in getting to know all of our high school friends. It's not just Emily and Jeff that have learned about each other over the last 10 years. We in this room have as well. And we are so excited to be here today to celebrate the start of Forever with you.
Jeff, Emily, you guys are the most perfect couple and always have been. Whether it was through college or dating, when we were all trying to date, when you guys moved across the world in a pandemic, it didn't matter. You guys were our rock, the glue that held us all together. And really, the entire time, you were that couple that all of us looked at and said, that's what I want.
Emily and Jeff continued their dating through high school, the senior prom, and at college. They both applied for early decision at Penn and went to the Gladwin Acme parking lot to find out if they got in. They did. Things got more interesting shortly thereafter. They got the room assignments. They were in the same dorm. Emily was in room 107. I don't know if that's right or not, but I'm making it up. And Jeffrey was in 207. And I got teased by Adam and Zach for about the whole summer that Jeff was going to be on top of Emily for the next year.
You know, for those of you that don't know, Emily's birthday is the day before Halloween, which basically means that she chooses the costumes that they're wearing each year. One year they were M&Ms, one year they were pirates, and then one year they were a birthday cake and candle. Emily dressed up as a cupcake, and there was Jeff standing by her side, standing straight, tape wrapped all the way around him, and a dumb flame sticking out the top of his head. Just picture that for 1 second. Emily dressed as a cupcake, and Jeff standing there with tape wrapped around him and a dumb flame sticking out the top of his head. It was the most ridiculous thing I'd ever seen in my entire life. Ever.